Hey guys, today we have Ruchir and he is having total 4.2 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices domain. And those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Ruchir, how are you?
Yeah, hi Faizan. I'm good. Thanks.
Shall we start?
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay, so Ruchir, can you please introduce yourself and also share your experience with Java, Spring Boot, microservices?
Yes, yes. So, hi all. I'm Ruchir Dikshit. I've currently have 4.3 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot in
Mm-hmm.
a MNC based out of Pune. So, I've been working as a Java backend developer, mostly on Java and Spring Boot, and also Maven and related build tool technologies. So, yes, that's it. That's it about
Okay,
me.
so Ruchir, what's your day-to-day task in your current
Yeah.
project?
Yes, so we have a product. Actually, it's a product-based company.
Mm-hmm.
So we have features that we need to implement. Certain new features that comes. We have to
Mm-hmm.
fix the defects that comes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have modules allocated to each member. So each member is responsible to work on those modules. So
Okay.
yeah, we just work on.
So, how do you approach fixing the defects?
Yeah. So first of all, when the QA raises the defect, we
Mm-hmm.
first try to locally reproduce the defect. So if it's coming on
Mm-hmm.
locally coming on my machine, then
Mm-hmm.
first we try to analyze whether it's a, UI or backend side of defect, like whether it's failing and network call or because of some UI issue. If it's a backend issue, then we check the logs. So if there is any logs, the error we can see, so we analyze that and we fix it accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Great. Okay, so let's say your application frequently throws out of memory error in heap, but not
Okay.
on metaspace. So, how would you diagnose it?
Okay, so out of memory error, I think because the object is like not getting garbage collected, maybe that might be
Mm-hmm.
the reason. So I'll first check why if there are any objects that are
Mm-hmm.
like referenced somewhere, which is the reason why garbage collect is not collecting those objects, like
Mm-hmm.
releasing that memory. So
Okay.
I will check that. So probably I'll use thread dumps to see if there is any deadlock or something is happening so that the
Mm-hmm.
object is not getting garbage collected. So I'll check that way. Yeah.
Right, correct. Okay, so as we know, string is immutable in Java, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
just want to
Yes.
know the reason why is a string immutable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, string immutability is mostly because of, I think it is because we need to, for memory efficiency, we can say, because how string behaves is if we create any string like string equals to
Mm-hmm.
hello, string s equals to hello, then
Mm-hmm.
it will get created in a memory and hello. And if we do like string s1 equals to hello, then
Mm-hmm.
it will not create another object. It will just point to the same hello in our string pool or the memory location we can say.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we can save memory and
Memory.
it is also thread safe just if we
Mm-hmm.
call just string. So because if any thread refers to that memory, it can see the updated value. So I think,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. If two threads are trying to update, so
Yeah,
they will assign a new string. I mean, because we
right,
cannot change it. That's why it is thread
right.
safe, right? Okay, okay,
Yes.
got it. So if strings are immutable, then how does string builder solve performance problem?
Yes, so string builder
As you said,
is
a lot of benefits of immutability, right? Then why do we need string
huh.
builder?
Yes. So, string builder is basically to make a thread mutable.
Mm-hmm.
Like if immutable, then we are actually if we create new thread, then it gets new memory allocated, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
in string builder, it does not create new memory. It just appends to the original memory so that new object is not created. So that memory is saved. Uh, yeah.
Okay. Is
So
it
I
thread
think
safe?
that no, string buffer is thread safe. String
Okay.
builder is not.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Okay, so let's say your API is doing heavy string concatenations inside loops.
Okay.
Performance is extremely slow.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
Uh, I think I'll first check if I'm creating like a lot of there's a lot of concatenation or something happening with the
Mm-hmm.
strings. If yes, then I will probably use string builder or string buffer instead of string.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I will check for thread safety if it
Okay.
is required. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is it taking lock, and
Mm-hmm.
is this there is any deadlock or something happening, so
Mm-hmm.
which is why sometimes it might take some time. So I will ensure if it's a thread issue, then I will use thread safe string buffer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay,
you
okay,
can.
cool. Hey guys, I want to share something important with you. Actually, Ruchir prepared from our interview preparation kit and cracked multiple interviews. We have also referred him to the multiple companies. So let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects. Code and video recorded sessions are there, and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So basically, the material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, Kafka, microservices, Maven Git, coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. You can buy just a complete interview preparation material or the full kit with project supports and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview. And guys, before moving to our interview, I would like to know the true feedback of this interview preparation kit from Ruchir, since he is available so he can provide. So Ruchir, can you please go ahead?
Yeah. Yes, yes. So I've referred the interview preparation kit. So
Mm-hmm.
it is very helpful. Like all the questions that are there in present are ones that mostly the question interviewers asked to us.
Mm-hmm.
So just revising this is a very good resource, I can say, to prepare for all my interviews. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would definitely recommend people who are preparing for interviews to refer this kit.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you, Ruchir. Now moving to our interview. So can you tell me the difference between checked and unchecked exceptions and share a real case where you used custom exceptions?
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
checked exceptions are basically compile time exceptions that we get on compile while compiling the code. Like
Mm-hmm.
for example, if I'm using same variable and assigning a name to it, so it is like compile time exception. It says it
Mm-hmm.
should not have the same name.
Okay.
And unchecked exceptions are runtime exceptions that we cannot enter, like we cannot predict that they might come. They
Mm-hmm.
will come at a runtime where program is executing. Like one of the error, like exception we can say is null pointer exception that occurs
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times. Like for example, I have like let's say string s equals to null, and then I
Mm-hmm.
am doing dot equals on that null operator.
Okay.
So this won't be checked during compile time, but while running, it will check that it is null, and it will throw null pointer exception. So
Okay. Okay. So let's say you have a service that calls three downstream services. One fails
okay.
unexpectedly. How would you
Hmm.
wrap and send meaningful exceptions to the client?
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably make use of exception handling here. So, for
Okay.
example, there is service A, B, C. So, if
Mm-hmm.
C is throwing the exception, I'll first check if B needs to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So, if B needs to handle anything, or just if we are ducking the exception, then I'll throw the exception towards the service A, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll do a try catch block, and then I'll respond to the client the way I want by sending any exception that I want. Yeah,
Okay.
that way we can do it. Please.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, can a hash map contains null key?
Hash map, yes, hash map can contain null key. Yes,
And
one
what
null key it
about
can contain.
concurrent hash map?
No, concurrent hash map cannot contain null key because null key it can interpret in null differently. Like it might
Mm-hmm.
interpret it like there is no like there is it is null. So it is actually threads. Multiple threads can interpret it differently. Like there
Mm-hmm.
might be not any value associated, or
Mm-hmm.
they don't know why this is null. So in concurrent hash map we
There'll be
cannot use, but
ambiguity.
in ambiguity, yes,
Mm.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay, so let's say two threads are updating the same shared map and you start
Okay.
seeing inconsistent data. So
Hmm.
can you tell me how would you fix it?
Yes, so this is, I think, classic example of race condition that we can
Mm-hmm.
say. So, like this actually happens. Like, for example, you are iterating over a hash map and also making any changes to the map, for example. So, it will actually throw a concurrent modification exception, which is very well in
Mm-hmm.
when multiple multiple threads access the same resource.
Mm-hmm.
So one way is either make the method or the block synchronized so that only one thread can access that resource at a time, or we
Okay.
can use concurrent hash map, which we
Mm-hmm.
discussed right now, which will ensure that only one thread can access the segment or the bucket at one time. So yeah, we
Mm,
can
yes,
do.
yes, that's correct. Okay, moving ahead. So what does solid mean to you? Solid principles mean to you? I don't
Okay.
want any definition, just
Hmm.
want your understanding in a practical way, like how this is helpful
Hmm.
or whether this helped, solid principle helped you in your real projects.
Yes, so solid is a design principle which actually makes our code scalable.
Mm-hmm.
So if we need to add a new feature to the code, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have to make changes to the existing classes, because then we have to compile if it's in another module, we have to compile the another module
Mm-hmm.
again and again. So if we have another module, we can just extend the interfaces and
Mm-hmm.
create our own new feature. And we also use, I think, this one of the principle like dependency inversion in Spring Boot as well, using auto wired. So for example, so in auto wired we auto wired on some interface, and if we change the, for example, I have a interface called payment in one of my service layer probably, and I've auto wired on it, and I'm currently accepting the credit card payments, but then now I have to accept the UPI payments. Then I
Mm-hmm.
just make the UPI payment, probably add the bean primary or something bean on that, and then now I can accept the UPI payments instead of credit card. So I have to make minimum changes to the code to implement my feature. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. So can you tell me a case where breaking SRP, single responsibility principle, caused bugs in your project?
Yes. So we had a service that actually added data to the database, and there was also a email that was sent to user who had logged in.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we had one class which we had written long back, which used to save the data, as well as
Mm-hmm.
after data was sent, it was used to send the email as well. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened, if data sending logic failed, so email was not getting sent.
Okay.
So at least we should send a failure email, or some email should have been sent. So in this case, actually, solid the single responsibility helped us, because we divided into multiple classes, one for reading and one for sending email. So actually, what
There
happened
should
is,
be
even
one
if
goal,
there should be
one
only one
class.
goal. Yes, correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So did you get a chance to work with threads, runnable, and callable?
Yes, we have. Yes, a little bit. I've worked on thirds. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what's the difference between these thread, runnable, callable?
Runnable is, I think, the interface that we use to create the thread.
Mm-hmm.
and callable. I'm sorry, I'm not sure about callable, but runnable is the interface that we use to extend while creating a new thread. I think
Callable
it has a
also.
run.
We
Okay,
just create threads from callable interface.
okay, okay,
Okay, but there is an argument in the callable.
okay,
Yes.
okay,
So
okay.
previously we used to create the threads from runnable, callable, but later then thread pool executor was
Thread pool
introduced.
executor.
So do you know how does this improve performance?
Yes, so thread pool executor actually like we don't have to create separate threads every time
Mm-hmm.
whenever we need like a multi-thread environment. So we what we can do is we can just create a thread pool executor,
Mm-hmm.
tell how many threads it should have, the maximum size, and then
Mm-hmm.
whenever we need a new thread, the thread pool executor will give us the thread, and once the whatever task is done, then it will free that memory so that new thread from among those threads only new thread can be
Mm-hmm.
given, so we don't have to create new thread every time, so that is how it saves memory.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, that's correct. So let's say your service is using a fixed thread pool of size 10, right?
Okay.
Suddenly
Okay.
traffic spikes and request queues heavily. How would you tune the thread pool?
Okay. If hmm, I'm not sure if we can like dynamically change the size of the thread pool, or if we can like when free some threads, but yeah, no, I'm not sure how we can handle this. I've not faced this actually.
Okay, okay.
I'll
Yeah,
have
it's
to
fine.
check this.
We could
Yeah.
use a bounded queue with a reasonable size to avoid unbounded memory growth. Monitor queue length, active threads, latency. Okay, and I think there is some resizable thread pool. I am not sure, but yeah, I have heard there is
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
Okay, moving ahead. Can you please walk me through the life cycle of a Spring Bean?
Spring Bean.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, Spring Bean, actually, so whenever we start the Spring application,
Mm-hmm.
so first it actually does a component scan on all the beans, like all the components that we have
Mm-hmm.
in our application. So it checks all the packages, and then it
Mm-hmm.
loads those beans into the Spring container. Also, if there are any beans that we have declared into the configuration class, then those get loaded. Also, there are the scopes. It checks the scopes that we have for the bean, like prototype or singleton scope,
Mm-hmm.
and then uses that as required.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Cool. If a bean has multiple dependencies, how if a bean has multiple dependencies, how does Spring ensure they are resolved?
Uh, so like okay, so like multiple having like extend multiple bean or something, extend the same class or something interface. You are asking that way, or sorry, I did not
Like
get the question.
like if a bean has multiple dependencies, means uh, there are a lot of things that are dependent on that particular bean. So how does
Okay.
Spring ensure they are resolved?
Okay. So if there are multiple beans dependent, so I think if there is a conflicting bean, I think Spring makes sure looks for the annotations like qualifier or a primary.
Uh,
So if there are conflicting beans and we have given the qualifier, then it picks that bean. And if we have given primary annotation, then it gives
mhm.
the primary annotation bean to us. So yeah, that is one way can Spring can resolve that
Okay.
multiple dependencies.
Okay. So have you heard about circular dependencies?
Circular dependencies, yes, yes, I've heard about circular
Okay.
dependencies.
Uh, there is an exception being currently in creation exception.
Okay.
Have you faced this?
No.
Okay. Yep. Then please go ahead about circular dependencies.
Yeah, circular dependencies I've actually seen or actually have come over this error in XML. So what happens is if we are using a dependency of another module in current module, and then
Mm-hmm.
this dependency of current module I'm using in another module, then that creates a circular dependency,
Mm-hmm.
because then both module are using each other dependencies. So this is the circular dependency that I've actually encountered in our project.
Yes, yes, that's correct. And also, uh, I mean, we get bean currently in creation exception when a circular dependency that Spring cannot resolve. When there is a circular dependency that Spring cannot resolve.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. So when would you prefer constructor injection over field injection?
So constructor overall in a field, I think
Mm-hmm.
if I have to initialize while creating an object anything, so I
Mm-hmm.
think that is when I would prefer constructor injection, or else field injection when I just have to use that field, and I don't have to initialize anything. Just it is already created. Bean is already created. I just have to use it that way.
Mm-hmm. And also field injection is harder to test.
Harder
So
to test.
prefer constructor injection when we need to do testing
Mm.
regressively.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Moving ahead. How auto configuration works internally?
Yes. So auto configuration actually checks how many like beans are there of that type. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, so whenever we must have one class where we have annotated but component or a service or
Mm-hmm.
a repository or anything. So that means the Spring has loaded that component or the bean into its container. So now
Mm-hmm.
when we apply the auto wire, it actually checks where which bean it has loaded, and then it gets the instance into our class, and then we can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's say your custom configuration is not getting picked up by Spring Boot.
Okay.
What steps should you check?
So, if there is any custom configuration I have done, so I'll first check if there is uh, any mistake that I have done in configuration, probably in configuration class, if I have not used bean annotation or something, or
Mm-hmm.
if I've
Whether our
written
configuration on the component scan path.
yeah, whether configuration is present in the component scan part.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check that configuration class. If it is returning something that it is not expecting to return.
Mm-hmm.
So like in Spring Security, if we just return empty builder, then it completely overrides the security measures
Mm-hmm.
that it has, and there is no security on the API. So that way we can check the configuration classes.
Okay, okay, that's correct. Can you tell me what does transactional annotation actually do under the hood?
Yes, so transaction and annotation actually ensures atomicity in
Mm-hmm.
our operation. So if there is any error while performing the DB operation, it either actually rollbacks the operation entirely, and so we can ensure that if, either the operation is completed or it is
Mm-hmm.
failed. So that way we can there won't be any like redundancy or something in
Mm-hmm.
database, like something has committed, but we are trying it again because we thought it is not. So that is what transaction works. Yeah. Transaction annotation
No,
helps.
yeah, that's correct. Can you tell me what are some good practices for designing REST APIs?
Yes, so designing REST APIs, few good practices are we should use the right methods. For example, if
Mm-hmm.
the request is returning something, we should use get. If it
Mm-hmm.
is creating something, we should use post. If it is updating, we should use put, and if it's deleting,
Mm-hmm.
then we should use @ delete mapping, like similar.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we should not use the nouns in the URLs. Like for example,
Mm-hmm.
the get is for example, it is getting the list of users, we should not use get users. Instead, we should just use users, and
Mm-hmm.
it will be a get mapping, so that
Mm-hmm.
it will be a clean and better practice. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Also, idempotency is one way that that is better, because apart from post, all requests are methods are idempotent.
Mm-hmm.
So for post, we should ensure that if we are doing multiple tries on the post, we should have some variable like key or something, so that we should ensure that multiple records are not created in post. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. How do you manage versioning?
So versioning, so in our actually thing, we actually have multiple
Mm-hmm.
what do you say, branches created, releases created for multiple versions that we have released. So we use GitHub, and all those actually are stored in Bitbucket. So we can go back to the version, if
Mm-hmm.
we need a specific version to go back, we can go back to that release specifically. And yeah, that's it. That is it.
Okay, okay. Okay, so Ruchir, let's say you deployed a new version and clients are complaining that existing flow broke, right? So what would
Mhm.
you do?
Okay, so actually, it is if it is for specific version, then I'll first get a checkout app
Mm-hmm.
that version locally.
Mm-hmm.
Then first I'll go probably on a call with client to understand what issue they are facing. So
Mm-hmm.
whether it is about anything like if they have made any changes, or if
Mm-hmm.
there is any infrastructure issue on their side, then we will we'll get that corrected. Or if
Mm-hmm.
it's a issue in code, or if we find any logs, then we will try to set up the same environment locally in our machine, and then fix
Mm-hmm.
that issue, and probably give a jar to the client for testing, and then we'll make the changes and deploy a new version. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Have you worked with messaging system like
No,
Kafka, RabbitMQ? No.
no, I'm not.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. Then moving ahead. Have you implemented AOP in any of your project?
Yes, aspect-oriented programming, yes, we have used for logging. Mostly we have used in our code. So
Hmm.
basically, AOP has like multiple annotations,
Mm-hmm.
where we can give in which code, after
Mm-hmm.
what number of lines we need to print
Mm-hmm.
that print any logs. For example, I want to know like when my piece of code started and when it ended,
Mm-hmm.
or I do print some log statements to understand if it failed anywhere. So we
Mm-hmm.
have multiple annotations like throws, after throws, before throws. So if we
Mm-hmm.
want to print anything after it through the exception, log anything. So yeah, we can use
Okay, so
multiple
let's
annotations.
say your logging aspect accidentally logs sensitive data. What would
Hmm.
you do?
So okay, actually, we should not log any sensitive data.
Mm-hmm.
We should take care that any password or any sensitive data should not be logged.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the best practice is, I think, not store the password
Mm-hmm.
in decrypted format. We should encrypt it whenever we are probably storing or doing anything. So we actually we need to make sure first not log these sensitive
Mm-hmm.
data. And if it is getting so it is actually a security violation. So we need to make sure to
Mm-hmm.
check why it is logging, and need to correct it. Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Now, Ruchir, I'll give you few coding questions and you have to do
Okay.
by using Stream API. Can you please share your screen
Okay.
and open any editor?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so first question is you are given a list of strings and you have
Mhm.
to join those strings with a comma and return one single complete string
Okay.
by using Stream
Uh,
API.
okay. So I have a list of strings. Okay. So you are saying that I have to return
A comma B
one
comma
string
C.
like A comma B comma C. Uh, mm, mm, and then yeah, then I need to maybe transform it. So if I use map, we have a string dot join, but I'm not sure if we can do this just the println this way. Why-
It is printing anything?
No, it is actually not printing anything, I think. Mm, okay, we have not used the string that we are taking.
No, no, you are doing is string dot join. But what you are joining?
Yeah,
Because
I
string dot
am
join is nothing
actually
because you have to join str. You have to include str anywhere.
right. String dot join it also accepts the elements. So and to m if we get this check if this joins this. No. Then with this element
Okay. There is a method collectors dot joining inside the collect. So can you use that?
okay.
Mhm.
Then this we can pass with this return.
This will return string. Don't write. Yeah. USS. Hmm.
Mm.
Cool.
Good. Collectors
Now next question is you are given a list of strings again and you have to
mm.
print the longest string among all the strings.
Okay. So then a list of streams. So I think see this case we need to screen print
Yes, yes,
this
yes. This
structure.
B, B, C, D, this S should be printed.
Mm, okay. So I think in this case mm, we can we can use if no it does not work. I think we can use collectors that then we can use here like can use frequency. I think but frequency I'm not sure it will be mm,
Collections or frequency.
yeah collections of frequency.
But that will
Well,
count the frequency.
yeah, that will count the because will not count the length of the string. So we have to actually take each strand and calculate the length of that string. Um, okay. Okay.
Okay, giving you a hint, can we use something like comparator dot comparing int? Okay, something like that. For example, if this is your str dot stream, then since we have to find the maximum, then dot
Mm.
max, and inside the max, we will calculate the length by using comparator dot comparing int, comparator dot comparing
Okay,
int.
so we can learn.
Uh, yes, then
Okay.
string length.
Just one. Okay.
Yes, printed.
Okay, so it will actually take the maximum length, comparator
Mhm.
length. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yes,
So,
Ruchir, it's done from my
yeah,
end, and it was a very,
okay.
very nice interview. You have answered most of the questions.
Yeah.